Let's learn how to create workflows in Grafo, building small apps using bots and automation. Go to the Workflows section and click Create Workflow. Give your workflow a meaningful name. Add tags if require. Set your region's time zone, add a timeout if needed, and click Create to finish. In the editor pane, you can start building your flow by adding nodes. There are two main types of nodes: trigger nodes and execution nodes. Trigger nodes are used to initiate or start a workflow. Each node in the editor comes with three important tabs. The first tab is for configuration, where you define the parameters of the node. The second tab is for credentials, which are required if the node connects to an external service or application. And the third tab is for settings, where you can customize the node name, continue on error, and other options. On a trigger node, you can manually fire the node by using a mock JSON input, or by uploading a file with a media ID to test how the workflow responds. After a trigger runs, you can view the last execution's input and output directly in the node's edit window. Now, let's add an execution node, for example, a switch node. Execution nodes perform actions in your flow. In the parameter configuration of the switch, you can pass input details as expressions. These expressions allow you to evaluate data dynamically, so the node can decide which path to follow. For instance, input contains certain value and then route the workflow accordingly. This makes your automation flexible and responsive to different inputs. In Grafo workflows, nodes are connected by edges that link a source point to a destination point. Each execution node can accept multiple edges from different source nodes into the same input. When this happens, the node will execute once for every trigger it receives from its connected source nodes. For every output, the node generates results based on its execution. You can then view the results for all incoming edges as well as the outgoing edges of that node. This makes it easy to trace how data flows through the workflow and confirm that each output is being processed correctly. Let's add a node that requires credentials, for example the OpenAI API consumer. In the Parameters tab of the node, you'll see a field for credential type. Here, you can select from the available credential types that this node supports. Once the credential type is chosen, switch to the Credentials tab. From there, you can either select an existing credential or create a new one if needed. For now, we'll use an already available OpenAI credential, which allows the node to authenticate and connect seamlessly to the API. To manage your credentials in Grafo, go to the Workflows section and click on Credentials. Here, you'll see a list of all existing credentials that you've created. You can select any one of them to view or edit the configuration details if updates are needed. If you want to add a new credential, simply click Create New and choose the credential type supported by Grafo. This makes it easy to securely manage connections to third-party services, APIs, and integrations all in one place. Now, let's view all the executions for this workflow. You can find all workflow executions from the last 24 hours in the Executions tab. Each run is listed with its status, so you can quickly identify successful or failed runs. By selecting a specific execution and clicking on its nodes, you can view the input and output received for each step of that run. To activate a workflow, you need to click here. Without activation, triggers from WhatsApp, webhooks, or any other trigger nodes will not run. That's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Grafo tips.